Good afternoon. I should say good afternoon, Thailand. Okay, now, any of you can understand English? Or I can't speak in Thai because my Thai is limited to only Sawadee Krap, maybe Tong Yam Kung, Pad Thai. I'm so happy to be here. Now, I think that all of you that are seated here are the most smartest and intelligent. You know why? Because you understand the importance of health and longevity. Because without health and longevity, no matter how much money you have, you cannot enjoy it. Yeah, correct? Okay, today my subject is actually talking about anti-aging. I am very interested in anti-aging. You know why? Because I'm afraid to grow old. To me, growing old scares me. What I want to do is to grow old, but healthy. I tell my family, if one day they have to carry me to the toilet, I'd rather go. So I think that, to me, health and healthy aging is very, very important. Now, if you see me 3 years ago, you can't recognize me. Because after COVID, I was so fat, I was so unhealthy, and actually I was dying. So 3 years ago, actually, I want to share with you a little bit secret. I was dying from cancer. I had a stage 4 renal cancer, means a kidney cancer. So medically, they are giving me about half a year to a year to live. So the good news is I'm here. I'm still here and healthier than before. So how can it be? Actually, it's not the conventional medical. That means we are talking about surgery, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, targeted therapy. I did not go for those stuff. I used something more high-tech. It's cellular therapy. That's what I want to share with you the secret today. So not only you get some knowledge on how to age healthy, or the best is anti-aging, but also to be able to fight off disease like cancer. Good? Okay, just a bit about me. I'm expert in something called energy medicine. So we do research in China, in Tongji, in Shanghai University, in Shanghai. And this is the research team. They're all professors. I also work with the Southern University to research on cell therapy and cell therapeutics. That means using cells, live cells, like stem cells, immune cells, bacteria, to develop a method to fix disease. So I also, work with some team like from Croatia. St. Catherine Hospital is one of the most famous to help professional athletes, from their injury. So very quickly, I'm going to share with you the hallmark of aging. Okay, so why we age? So number one, actually, it's called cellular senescence. So it's a big word, but it means our cells are aging. It's like old cells that is inside our body. So the more you have these senescent cells or old cells, the older you get. You got that? So this is aging. Then you have also stem cells exhaustion. That means you have less and less of stem cells. Have you heard of stem cells? Yeah? Okay. So next one is mitochondrial dysfunction, means your ability to make energy. Okay? If you get older, you will find that you actually get less and less energy. Another secret, I'm already 56. But because of therapy, my energy level is now back to my 30s. So this is the power of new technology. The other one is genomic instability, means your genes are getting damaged. Telomere, it's how many times your cell can copy and make new cells. It gets shorter. Your intracellular communication means your cell communicates with the cells get, like, if, imagine the microphone is damaged, I cannot communicate with you. Then you get dysregulated nutrient sensing, meaning you cannot sense vitamins and nutrients for your body. And also your loss of the protein. As we age, we lose muscles, right? In your face, the skin becomes saggy because the protein cannot bind together. So that is aging. So let's talk about the most important, cellular senescence. So now I want to share with you the most important immune cells in your body. Remember, this name is called NK cells. It stands for natural killer. So it's a killer in your body. So it's the most important member of your innate immune system, means you're born with it. Everybody is born with it. If you don't have a strong NK cells, it's like you don't have a strong police to go around your body checking for bad cells. You got that? Then you become sick. So let's say you will go out into a BTS, someone, haji, you get it. You go back home, you'll be sick. Any of you suffer from that? If your colleague sneeze, next day you're on the MC, right? So NK cells, it's like your police force going around your body every day, checking for infected cells, like say from bacteria, from virus, is checking for damaged cells that will become cancer, and is checking for old cells, your old cells, the senescent cells that it helps to remove. So NK cells has a big role in cancer and tumor, like how it helped me to fight off cancer. So to understand cancer, I want to share with you something called doubling time. All things happens in cells. It starts with a cell. So the cell will from one cell to become 2 cells, become 4 cells, become 8 cells. That's called doubling. You understand? So by the time you reach 20 doubling, just 20 times, you already get 1 million cancer cells. 20 times split. Okay? By the time you split 30 times, you have a lump, meaning you have a tumor. 30 times. By the time you reach 40 times, you have a 2-pound big tumor. By the time you go more than 40, most probably you're dead. So sometimes you heard from friends or family members that, oh, they have nothing, then suddenly they got a tumor. That means the doubling time is splitting very fast. Imagine if your doubling time is every day, it does 1 doubling. That means 30 days, by the time 40 days, you're dead. We've seen it before. A patient that have nothing, and they die within 1 month because the doubling time is very fast. Some people, the doubling time is very slow. Like my father. My father died from colorectal cancer. That means cancer of the colon. But his doubling time is so slow that the tumor was with him since young. When he passed away, he's already in his 70s. See, so some cancer can be very slow. Some cancer is very fast. It depends on the doubling time. So how do you control the doubling time is how strong your immune system is. And also how much are you exposed to the toxin, the environment. You understand this one? Easy? Okay, next. So NK cells, which is your most important, your police, will have special receptor. It's like the police check ID. You know, it goes in the street, it see you, you look funny, and then come, you know, show me your ID, show me your passport, it check. So if you have ID, passport, okay, you're a good guy, go. Okay, if you don't have, then they found, let's say, weapons in your bag, okay, then it will bind the receptor and it will produce this called granzymes, and perforin is like a weapon, it's like a gun, it will shoot you, okay, and the cell will be punctured, there will be a hole, and the cell will die. That's how your NK cells every day patrol your body looking for any cells that is infected with virus or it's mutated to become a cancer cells. So it's your best friend. Remember that. Your best friends against infection and cancer, it's NK cells. So the stronger your NK, the stronger you are against this disease. So that's how I fight off my cancer. That's how a lot of my patients fight off cancer successfully. And the cancer, will it come back? No. If I can keep my NK cells very active and strong, it will never come back. Clear? So it's not about taking drugs. It's not about treatment. Because conventional treatment now is just go for scan, go for blood tests. Oh, shit, you have something, okay? So they found something, then they want to cut you, you know, burn it off or put poison in there. That's the conventional technique. Okay, that's on cancer, right? But let's talk about aging now. Yay. So NK cells it helps remove senescent cells. That means if you can remove your old cells, your body will start to make new cells. That is anti-aging. It makes you younger. So this was discovered while I was treating myself and treating my patients. Before we fix our cancer problem, we actually got younger. So some of my patients, they still have cancer, they haven't died yet, they are still having treatment with the NK cells, but they are looking more and more beautiful. Looking more healthy. Why? It's because the NK cells starts to not only kill the cancer, it starts to remove the old cells. You see, it's important you remove the old cells because if you don't remove it, your stem cells cannot make new cells. Okay? Now think about it. If let's say I'm going to renovate my house, all right? I'm going to do renovation. If I don't remove the old stuff, let's say the old sofa, the old picture, after I renovate the house, it still look old. If you want to make a new house, you have to get rid of the old stuff, right? Then you buy new stuff. Then the house looks brand new. So that's important to remove the senescent cells. So the body, when you have senescent cells, you have a lot of problems. You know what? Because senescent cells, the old cells, will produce a lot of damage or old cells. You know that your immune cells also get old, okay? Your tissue and organ become inflamed. Inflamed means, you know, it become painful. So that's why when we go older, we got more and more pain. When we treat with a patient with NK cells, it removes the old cells. Guess what happened to the pain? It goes away. You got less pain. You know, like when you're young, you can abuse your body, right? You can do a lot of sports. You can have late nights, not enough sleep, eat junk food all the time. And the next day, you still feel okay. But older people cannot afford to do that, right? You get more pain, you get sick. Clear? Because of the senescent cells. There are a lot of clinical research. If you want to search online, you know, senescent cells removed by the immune system. There are a lot of research. So the treatment is very easy. A patient comes in, we just need to draw blood. Not a lot of blood, you know, you're not Dracula. Just about 100 cc. like 1/3 of a normal blood donation, yeah, small bag of blood. It goes to the lab. We can then grow the cells, grow the immune cells and activate it to become very strong. And then put it back into your body through IV drip. That's all. Yeah. It will not create side effects because it's your own cells. Clear? It's very safe if the lab is very good. All right? If they're clean and good, then you'll be able to grow the cells very safely and put it back into your body. What's the announcement about? Okay, you got it? You're clear about this? Very good. Next. Okay, so now we finish about senescent cells. If you can remove this one, okay, you will become younger. Oh, by the way, one of the techniques to remove senescent cells is fasting. You heard about it? If you don't eat, fasting, right? They call intermittent fasting. There are so many different fasting techniques now in the market, right? So if you stop eating food, your body have no food coming in, right? The body have to recycle. That means it removes the old cells, break it down, and turn it into nutrients and use it. That's why it's a good idea to do fasting sometimes. But it's not my preferred method because like in Thailand, the food is so good. I love Thai food. So if you ask me go fasting, I'm too lazy. I'd rather make more NK cells, put it in, and they remove the garbage, right? But one of the techniques is actually fasting. So now, next one, let's talk about the other one that causes aging is stem cell exhaustion. That means you have less and less stem cells. Oh, by the way, do you know that every organ on your body contains a lot of stem cells? Certain organs will have more. For example, your skin has a lot of stem cells. Do you know why? Because we can damage our skin easily. Let's say you fall down, you cut yourself. How does the wound heal? How does the skin get new skin? It's through the stem cells on your skin. So remember this now. I'm going to teach you. Stem cells, its job is to repair and regenerate, make new ones. Whereas just now when we talk about NK cells, it doesn't help to regenerate, it kills. That's why it's called a killer cell. Its job is to kill bad stuff, okay? That's your army, your soldier. But the stem cells is the one that repair and regenerate, clear? So many people confuse between these two cells. You need both of them. So if I get older and my skin have less stem cell, guess what happened? I become older. My skin get older, it cannot renew. You got that? Now, if we find a way to make more stem cell and put it back into you, what do you think? Now your body can repair and regenerate. Okay, that's stem cells. So, but many people like to ask me this question. They say, oh, if I continue every day, I put in stem cells, will I become a baby? No. Okay, there is certain limit on how much you can reverse the clock. So far, we have successfully reversed by about 20 years. Okay, like I'm 56, my cellular health, my cellular age has reversed to in my 30s. So I gain about 20 years. I think it's quite good. Yeah? I think 20 years is good enough. I won't be able to keep putting in cells and next time I see you, I become like a 16-year-old. Yeah. No, never happened. Clear? Okay. So where's the source of stem cells? So stem cells, when it goes in your body, it can turn into all kinds of cells. It can repair your neurons, it can repair your brain, it can repair your intestine, it can repair all your organs. Except, listen here, except your blood. For the blood, the red blood cells, white blood cells, platelet, you need blood stem cells. We call hemopoietic stem cells, right? That's why when you give birth to baby, you keep the cord blood. Now, the cord blood cannot be used for anti-aging. Listen here, because many moms say, oh, stem cell, oh, cord blood. Oh, my baby, I stored it about 10 years ago. I'm going to take it out and going to make myself younger. No, sorry. Cord blood stem cells only make blood cells. Do you know why they store for baby? They encourage you to keep for babies. Because the cancer for children usually is leukemia, cancer of the blood. So if you have this thing stored, we can remove the bone marrow, kill the bone marrow using chemotherapy, and then you transplant using the stored cord blood back into the baby, and the baby will hopefully become normal. Okay, that's why you store the cord blood. So for the young people here that is not married, haven't have children yet, next time, remember, after you give birth, please keep the cord blood as well as the cord. Okay, because the cord is where you get the stem cells that called mesenchymal stem cells that can do other stuff. Clear? So it's called MSC, mesenchymal stem cells. And the best source of mesenchymal stem cells is actually, oh, by the way, there's research that talks about using stem cells to treat cancer now. Okay? Unlucky. You can hear me? Okay, all right. Like for myself, you know, after I kill the cancer for my body, my kidney gets so damaged. Original plan was the surgeon will remove my tumor. But they decide to keep it because after I put stem cells, my kidney actually recovers. So stem cells can be used for tissue repair after cancer. Yeah? Okay, so let's come back to the next one, which is the best source for stem cells now is actually from the umbilical cord, this thing, which is the one that connects the mother to the womb, to the baby. Yeah? Most of the time that is thrown away as a biological waste. You throw it away. But actually, if you store it, there are stem cells inside. Okay, good source of stem cells. And the best news is this, it's called immunoprivilege, means it will match everybody. So you don't need to say, oh, 3 years ago, I gave birth to my baby, I threw it away. You know, now I don't have, no. You can, the cord from anybody can be given to everybody. Okay? It will not have something called rejection. Okay? Clear? That's the advantage. So the other one is stem cells from, we call adipose, means from fats. By the way, that's my friend lying there, another doctor, has his liposuction. Remove the fats, harvest the stem cells and put it back. Okay? The disadvantage is because as you go older, your cells also become older. Right? That's why the best source is still umbilical, is still this one. Right? I don't think any of you like to have your tummy poked in and suck out the fats. Right? Okay. So the rest of the genomic telomere, you know, cell communication and everything, how I propose to fix it is through a healthy, what we call the integrative method. Meaning you have to have a good mental well-being, less stress. You know, you have to have a good lifestyle and environment. Right? That's why healthy eating, less smoking, drinking is good for you. Less mobile phone is good for you. You know, you can use like Chinese medicine. Thailand also have very good herbal medicine, right? Yeah. And also diet and nutrition. Okay? For me, I specialize in something called bioenergetic solution. This is a machine that is invented by the Russians for the space program. Right? You can actually treat a disease using frequency. Okay? So basically, there's a lot of research on this thing called bioresonance. And so this is just research, yeah. Basically, we take the signal from the patient and then go through the machine. The signal that's no good, convert to a good signal and send it back to the patient. Now, listen here, this is high tech. You can now treat a disease using frequency, okay? You don't need to use chemical. Pharma, the drug company is very afraid of this tech because this means that in the future, you don't need to take medicine anymore. So this is developed for the space program because you cannot bring the whole lab up to space. So it removes the pathogen, like I say, communication. Like now, we are having communication issue because of the music, the pathogens. Right? If we can remove the noise, then we can communicate properly. That's what's happening in the body now. A lot of your cells cannot communicate properly. That's why it's getting problem, it's getting disease. So this is a research that shows that through frequency, we can kill the microbes. You've seen a video that people sing high pitch until the wine glass breaks. Okay? That is resonance until it breaks. So we can do the same thing to bad, like bacteria. Send in the signal until it breaks. It will not break your good cells, by the way. This is some of the research that shows how the sound wave can kill bad stuff. Oh, okay, healthy and yummy diet, okay. So I always emphasize calorie intake because the food here is so good, we tend to overeat. When I come to Thailand, I always put on weight because I overeat. Do you know, I noticed something about Thai is your food portion is small. Especially the carbohydrates is small. When I newly come to Bangkok, I say, after I eat, because I'm living in Hong Kong, right? We eat like big. So small, like after I eat, like I'm still hungry. Should I order another one? Then it might be too much, right? But I got used to it now. I got used to the Thai portion. That's why every time I come here, unless I eat too much mango sticky rice, I put on weight. If I eat the Thai food, and your Thai food has a lot of vegetables, I tell you, you are so lucky. If you go on holiday, let's say you come to Hong Kong, if you order vegetables, you eat, it's not nice. My alloy. It's not sweet, it's not fresh, it's bitter. You're so lucky in Thai. When I come to Bangkok, I eat so much vegetables because it's so tasty. อร่อยมาก This is a picture that I like. How to be healthy. You have to have a, healthy life. Can be, healthy family life. Drink plenty of water. Okay? Meditation means relaxation. Healthy food. Exercise. And most important, stay away from your mobile phone at night. Nighttime is the worst thing. Nighttime you need good rest. But we have a habit of always scrolling at night. It's very bad because the light hits your eye. Your body thinks that it's daylight. It's daytime. You will wake up. Do you know that? Okay, your phone has a function called night mode, right? Night mode. The screen will become yellow. It's very important you set it that yellow and put the yellow stronger. Because blue light is only during daytime. Evening time, nighttime, there's very little blue light. Okay, I'll give you a tip how to have good sleep. So for me, I stay away from TV and mobile phone 1 hour before bedtime. Okay, let's say I plan to sleep by this time, 1 hour before I will not watch TV or mobile phone or computer because it's got too much blue light. read a book, you'll fall asleep. Okay? So, thank you very much for staying with me despite the noise. I hope you understand what I'm sharing. Yeah. Thank you.